Okay, so I took everyone on TikTok's advice and I stopped initiating conversation. I stopped triple texting. And guess what? Nobody talks to me anymore. Nobody talks to me anymore. Okay, cool. Cool.
Congratulations on asking women on TikTok for dating advice. This is thought to be the best way to stay single forever. Hello.
I feel like older women lie to the younger generation of women because they're bitter about the position that they're in.
Yes.
What I hate is I hate lying to girls. And I just think it's like dishonest to say you can just do whatever you want and have no consequence. Like it really pisses me off. I have 3 little sisters, you know? So it's like you're going to say you can just do whatever you want. There's no consequences, even though especially when it's women over like a certain age where they know deep down there are consequences for those kind of things.
Yeah. My point is no one pays for anything short term. Pearl. And so when you have these women and they're looking at it from a situation where they see the glitz and glamour of one thing, but they don't see any sort of long-term consequences, I think that's what the issue is. It's not that there's no consequences, there's no short-term consequences.
Right.
Gentlemen, if you are interested in the Men of Action group, click the link below, learn more about the Men of Action group, and join us today.
Sometimes being a man feels like a blessing. Society may hate you, but at least it's honest about it. Women, on the other hand, are constantly fed heinous lies in the name of comfort. Clarity is king. Remember, if she didn't want you in her prime, don't settle for her in her decline. And believe me, if a woman rejected you in her prime, she'll come knocking in her decline. She'll want your wealth and the emotions you shared when she was busy dating Chads and Tyrones. When those adrenaline junkies move on to new conquests and women tire of climbing corporate ladders, they'll seek the validation you offered in the past. Don't fall for it again. Don't let them exploit you, my dear friends. That ship sailed long ago.
Okay.
Yo, this is what I mean when I say women give each other terrible advice. Bruh, if she wanted to have kids, she needs to find somebody like right now and get pregnant.
I mean, within the
Which
next
is easy to do.
five,
These men
7
all
years,
are-
bro. She got 5, 7 years. She got
You
it.
do realize at 35 years old, that's a high-risk pregnancy, and doctors advocate that it could fuck you and the kid up.
There's plenty of healthy babies that came out of older women, bro.
The happiest women I know are in their 40s and 50s. They had children in their 20s and early 30s, pursued careers in their late 30s and early 40s, and now support their retired husbands. Most have only one. Some are divorced but amicable with their exes, with their incomes. They have it all, measuring their wealth by their happiness at every life stage. Truly remarkable women attract equally remarkable men, and what these bitter third-wave feminists are doing will harm so many girls in the long run, it's almost criminal. One thing women don't get about men is that even in relationships, we're often alone. We're accustomed to it. No one's coming to rescue us. If we stumble, we're deemed weak. Most women will leave at the first sign of trouble. We know this. Women only experience loneliness after they hit a certain age. They have no idea what real loneliness is. A woman might spend half her life partying with Chad and other men who didn't care about her, but now she wants to share what's left of her life with a special someone. Men want to share their lives with you too, you know, when we're still young and have life left to spend. Not sure why you want to wait until all your fun years are over to find someone special. Here's a hint. No man is going to feel special when you wait until your 50s to share your life with him. No matter how miserable, lonely, and unfulfilled women may be, they will always find a way to blame men for their situation in life. Dating a leftover woman is like being the only kid at school who wasn't invited to a popular girls' party for being a nerd, and then expecting to clean up the mess after everyone else went inside and had their fun. If you weren't on her guest list, never be her cleaner. It's not just that men don't want women as partners anymore. I believe Western women in general do not want to be life partners. They want to be a Disney fairy tale princess. 85% of American wives believe their husband is below average, and guess where that road leads? Regardless of who they are, what they do, their age, or how they look, all women want a man with power, wealth, influence, and financial security. Career women are strong and independent, but they want a safety net. Attractive women struggle to stay attractive and freeze their eggs as they age and think men should still chase them. After the age of 35, women often struggle to attract men, especially those they believe they deserve. At this age, Successful men can often attract younger women. Others simply give up. Men begin to question what they're getting in return from any woman. The answer often seems to be nothing. What exactly do these women have to offer that justifies the time, effort, and money they expect from men? Loads of drama, baggage, complaints, and comparisons, along with a body that's had more traffic than the Holland Tunnel. No thanks. Men are not simple, and women are not complex. Men tend to be consistent, while women tend to be inconsistent or even self-contradictory. About 90% of the guys you speak to will tell you they prefer to date younger women. Honestly, I have no idea why some guys like to date women in their late 30s or early 40s. Sure, these older women might be far better in bed than younger women due to their age and life experience, but what else do they bring to the table? Their sources of income? Or is there simply an attraction to older women? It might be wise to think twice before starting a family with these older women, as they are already well into their 30s or possibly early 40s and have lower chances of conceiving. On the other hand, if you're dating a young woman, your chances of having children when you're both old enough to watch them grow into successful, intelligent, healthy, and happy adults are much higher. Some men genuinely want to date older, infertile women. Men are drawn to these leftover women in part because they won't have to use contraceptives that can lessen pleasure and sensation, and they can benefit from these women's expertise in the bedroom. Additionally, they can avoid the obligations that come with having kids. However, many of these women come with unexpected extras, such as families they support and children from previous marriages and relationships. If you're with one of these women, she'll likely expect you to care for her kids and her parents in the same way she does. People often confuse consistency with simplicity because it's easier to understand, and complexity with confusion, inconsistency, and contradiction because it's more challenging to comprehend. A man who is certain of his goals and desires may appear simple compared to a woman who is capricious, with ever-changing goals and desires. Women once wanted men to leave them alone, and when men complied, they were still not happy and blamed men for granting their request. They refused to accept that they initiated this and avoid taking accountability for a movement they themselves started. It's frustrating that people think being mean is a masculine trait. Men are not meant to be inherently mean. Insults between men are often verbal sparring or friendly banter that is not meant personally. Men are often seen as mean when they give hard truths, call out bad behavior, and enforce boundaries. Women who try to emulate this often make it personal, become controlling, and may spread false rumors to punish others, especially in leadership roles. Women's attempts to be mean are often about inflicting emotional pain, whereas men's actions are typically about achieving tangible results or improving the situation. Everyone, regardless of gender, must accept that while they can set their price, others ultimately determine their value. What one person sees as an amazing catch, another may view as damaged goods and demand a discount. In the case of leftover women, the more they assert their value, the more likely they have unresolved trauma or an unsavory past. Women should understand that while they often look at a man's future potential, men tend to assess a woman's past. When a man sees a woman in her 40s, unmarried, with no children or long-term relationships, he may wonder why no one has committed to her yet, questioning her desirability and suitability as a partner. I liken it to the last apple in the basket. It may appear flawless, smell delightful, and seem perfect, yet it raises the question, why is it the last one left? Why have all the others been chosen while this one remains untouched? Most men will assume there must be a hidden flaw, like a worm ready to poison them with the first bite. Phrases like, men aren't good for nothing, and women can do it all by themselves, are echoes of the new religion known as wokeism, repeated like broken records. Modern women who prioritize their careers over marriage are often seen as obnoxious and poor dating prospects due to their predictable thinking. They've been sold the myth that they can climb the corporate ladder in their 20s, have successful careers, be pursued by numerous suitors, and settle down in their mid-30s, all while believing this path will lead to financial security and self-awareness. However, the reality is often different. In summary, it seems that ideology often takes precedence over biology in the minds of these women. And that's it for today on Sigma Traits. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so you can be the first to know when my new video drops. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.